What if I told you that the most terrifying discovery of my life wasn't in some haunted forest or abandoned asylum, but behind a stack of boxes in my own basement? A door that shouldn't exist, leading to an apartment that wasn't on any floor plan. This happened just 3 months ago in my building at 227 Maple Street. I'd lived there for 2 years, thinking I knew every corner. But when I finally decided to organize the basement storage unit, Unit B12, I moved a stack of old National Geographic magazines from 1998, and there it was, a door frame I'd never noticed. And let me tell you, the moment my fingers touched that cold brass knob, everything changed. The door was locked, but not with any normal lock. It had one of those old-fashioned keyholes you only see in movies. Here's where it gets strange. My building manager, Mr. Henderson, swore no such door existed. He showed me the original blueprints from the 1973. According to those documents, my basement wall should have been solid concrete. But wait, it gets crazier. When I pressed my ear against the wood, I could hear faint music. Glenn Miller's Moonlight Serenade, clear as day, playing from the other side. 3 days later, I found the key. It was taped to the bottom of a water pipe, wrapped in yellowed newspaper dated October 31st, 1985. The moment it turned in the lock, the air temperature dropped 15 degrees. But here's what really made my blood run cold. The apartment on the other side was an exact mirror of mine. Same layout, same dimensions, except everything was frozen in the 1980s. Shag carpet, wood-paneled walls, a rotary phone on the wall, and completely empty. Or so I thought. I started visiting daily, documenting everything. Then, on the 7th visit, I found the first note, handwritten on lined paper, left on the kitchen counter. Don't trust the super. My building superintendent? But the handwriting matched my own. And here's the terrifying part. Over the next 2 weeks, 17 more notes appeared, each one more urgent than the last. They're watching through the vents. The music isn't coming from here. The year is wrong. The final note, dated yesterday from my perspective, simply said, "He's coming through tonight." Last Tuesday at 3:17 a.m., I heard knocking. Not from my apartment door, but from the basement door. 3 precise knocks, then silence. When I looked through the keyhole, and I wished to God I hadn't, I saw him. A man in a 1980s suit, standing in that mirrored apartment, staring right back at me through the keyhole. But here's what will haunt me forever. He wasn't just looking at me. He was mouthing words, the same words from the notes. And his face, it was mine, but 30 years older. This is where the story takes its final impossible turn. Yesterday, I brought a friend to witness it. We both saw the door, we both heard the music, but when we tried to open it together, the key wouldn't turn. And then the building manager arrived, confused about why we were tampering with the electrical panel. Because here's the mind-blowing truth. To everyone else, the door doesn't exist. The wall is just a wall. The blueprints show nothing. But I have photographs. I have the notes. And at exactly 3:17 every morning, I still hear 3 knocks. Because somewhere, in a reality that shouldn't exist, I'm still in that apartment, and he's trying to get out. So what do you think? Have you ever discovered something in your home that defied all explanation? A space that shouldn't exist? A presence that only you could perceive? Share your experiences in the comments below, because sometimes the most terrifying stories are the ones happening right next door. And if you want more true horror from the darkest corners of the internet, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The Horror Vault has many more doors to open.